I'll try to keep it a little shorter and sweeter, guys. So, no one opened the door, so we became the door. Hi, my name is Samarth Gill, and this is a story about rejection, resilience, and how a generation created what didn't exist. Powered by Volunteero. I still remember the question that I typed into Google. How can I volunteer in my community? And the answer that I got back was silence. Or worse, locked doors in the form of paywalls, inaccessible content, or the absolute worst, outdated information. Some may have been told that they were incapable, being told things such as, "You're too young," "You lack experience," or "Come back when you're older." But I wasn't asking for a job. I wasn't asking for an internship. I was just asking to help. You see, we are a generation born into complexity. AI, climate collapse, surveillance, silencing. And yet, when we ask to contribute, all we're handed is a clipboard and a waiting room. We aren't lazy, but we're being locked out. The opportunities are all out there, but just being mismanaged. I was one of those students. I got tired of waiting, got tired of rejections, and so with a couple of friends, I asked a new question. What if we became the door? What if we built the very thing that we've been looking for? And the answer came to us in the form of Volunteero, a student-built platform designed to connect the youth with real, meaningful service. Bringing the best of two worlds, or actually, in this case, two words, volunteer and hero. There's no resumes, no gatekeeping, just straight opportunities delivered at your fingertips. Whether you wanted to work in a food bank or even a clinic, we have it all. We have the ability to satiate any hunger that comes our way. In the beginning, Volunteero all started out with an idea. And then we decided to take it to Google Docs. But then we understood that we needed to take it to Google Sheets. But finally, in its full form, it became a website. And on that website, we then connected with community organizations, leaders, and then community people that were very important in the community. And then we spent countless of hours Googling, researching, and trying to find as many opportunities as we could. And so the platform today has three main pillars. The first pillar being community service, the very motivation that led us to create this project. The second pillar being academic resources, being able to equip our users with the proper tools they need to not only make an impact in the world, but also the classroom. And on a similar note, the third pillar, career tracks. Again, being able to equip our users with the proper tools they need to have their very own, very bright futures. We didn't wait for someone to include us. We included ourselves. And so now Volunteero is accessible, inclusive, and actionable. And so the next part of this TED will actually take you to our website. So if you guys want to, please grab your phones so you can scan this QR code. And so I'll give everyone a couple of seconds to go with that. And sorry for blocking the view, but I'll just let everyone just take a few moments and I'll just wait. If your guys' camera function does not work for whatever reason, probably you dropped it or something, you can actually go to Google and search it up at volunteero.net. So just give everyone a couple seconds. Okay, so you're probably actually on our homepage where you'll find our mission statement, but I want to take you somewhere. So right below that mission statement, there's a button that says volunteering opportunities. And once you click that button, you'll find the forum. On the forum, you'll find a wide array of opportunities such as food banks, clinics, libraries, city cleanups, and TEDxArdenwood Youth. Yeah, that's right, the very event that you're sitting at. Some of today's volunteers may have actually found it through Volunteero. But we didn't just stop there. If you think that we only have just food banks and clinics and TEDs, well, you'd be kind of wrong. Because this forum, I nickname it the buffet. And at the buffet, it can cater to anyone's needs, whoever they are and wherever they come from. And if you think that we stopped at volunteering opportunities, no. We then actually built access to Coursera, Tutor.com, and even pre-med hospital experiences. Because we know that the future isn't earned, it's unlocked. And Volunteero is a key. So why don't you take that key and unlock your future today? That's not the end, guys. Because all this talk about futures has me thinking about a time. Just months after we launched Volunteero, there's a student that came to me. Let's call him X. X was 16 or 17. He didn't know what college readiness meant, and he certainly didn't have a career path in mind. And so through Volunteero, he was able to find a hospital volunteer role. And with that role, he developed connections and was able to branch out to faculty. And just a couple of months later, he came to me with this very statement. I think I want to be a pediatrician. And that statement had me reminiscing about my first volunteer experience. You see, I was at my local Sikh temple, also known as a Gurdwara, where I was given the mundane task of taking this very Indian special treat known as a jalebi, taking it in sugar, dipping it in, taking it out, dipping it in, and taking it out. And while the task was rather mundane, it gave me a little hunger to serve more, volunteer more. You guys get it? Sweet stuff, hunger. Okay, I won't force a laugh out of you guys, but I just want you to know that I stand here today because the very doors that I helped build are the ones that I walked through. Service is never one way. It echoes. If you help your community, the community helps you. Volunteero isn't a dream anymore. It's a live functioning platform with over 100 active opportunities and a plan for a whole lot more. This is just the beginning. 12,000. Okay, that was kind of an abrupt transition, but I have this transition in place for a reason. I want this number to stick with you. So no, it wasn't lazy writing, but it was done on purpose. 12,000, 12,000, 12,000. I really want this number to stick in your head because we launched Volunteero in a city that reported 12,000 violent crimes in a single year. We saw what was happening, and so we asked, what if we gave the students, the youth, another path? One where their time, talent, and energy will be used to lift others and not hurt themselves. For Volunteero, you don't need connections, you don't need experience, you just need a little belief. And Volunteero will do the rest for you. Our database literally removes the barriers that used to keep so many of us out. And when I'm about to give up on something, my friends tell me the job's not finished. So with Volunteero, we're expanding to college campuses, we're building bigger and bigger partnerships, and we're applying to more and more grants. We're even going to incorporate AI into our project so that we can scrape these internet opportunities more efficiently. Because like I said, this isn't a high school project, it's so much more, and the mission is incomplete. Because once upon a time, I was told to wait. I was told that the door was closed. But I didn't wait. Instead, I knocked, and the door went wide open. Thank you.